What would you gain if you lose your soul?
What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? I'd rather live my life like Job, Lord, refine me in the furnace till I'm pure like gold. From out the concrete grew a rose. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? I'd rather live my life like Job, Lord, refine me in the furnace till I'm pure like gold. The truth is written, it was never sold.
There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, very wealthy, blessed and healthy with a soul.
All praise be to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for the mercy surely endure forever. Both captains spoke well in the spirit. Like I said, we are the true biblical Israelites. We are the true Jews that the Bible speak of. Okay? The Bible is your history book. And it's high time we wake out of sleep to come back to our nationality, to come back to our tradition, come back to our custom as a nation of people, to follow the law, statute, commandments that were given to us through the Most High, through Moses. All right? Let me get Colossians 3:17, King.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, and verse 17.
Bring it out.
And whatsoever ye do in word or deed,
And whatsoever you do, a word or deed, whatever we speak out of our mouths, and the actions that follow suit behind it, read.
do all in the name of the other one, Yahweh Shai, giving thanks to the Elohim and the Abba by him.
We're going to do it all Yahweh Shai, Hamashach Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, which is the name in the Hebrew tongue. Okay? Let me get Ecclesiastes 4:9. You understand? Because a lot of people, you know, like the dude on the scooter, talking about he's alone, he doesn't have any brothers. We're all brothers, we're all kin, we're all family. You understand? Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 to bring that up.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, and verse 9.
Read.
Two are better than one.
How many?
Two are better than one.
Two are better than one. Read.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Because they have a good reward for their labor. Read.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
And if one fall, the other fellow's going to help lift up his other fellow. You understand? Read.
But woe to him that is alone.
Say that again.
But woe to him that is alone.
Read.
When he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up.
But when he fall, he have nobody to pick him up. You understand? Just like the scripture say in Hebrews 10:25, forsake not the assembly of ourselves together. We have to gather together as a nation of people. All right? Let me get Zephaniah 2:1. You understand? We are a nation of people. Okay? Just because we have different last names, okay, we grew up in different states, different islands, okay, that doesn't mean we're not kin. Okay? The Most High consider us as a nation of people. All right? Bring it out, King.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Gather yourselves together.
Do what?
Gather yourselves together.
Read.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
And we are that nation not desired. Okay? I'm sure you've been following throughout the news throughout the past months. You know, all these incidents with the Breonna Taylors, okay, the George Floyds, all the people getting shot down, gunned down in the streets. We are that nation not desired. Okay? We walking around talking about hands up, don't shoot, justice, no peace. How long are we going to keep marching as a nation of people? How is that going to resolve anything? Okay? These nations of people, they don't care nothing for us. These Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese. Let me get Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Okay? And I'm about to bring the scripture out. This is how we're supposed to be looked at as a nation of people. Okay? Through the eyes of these other nations. If we were to follow the law, statute, commandments as a nation of people. And this is how these nations will look at us as a nation. And they will look at us like, man, these guys are well put together. Bring it out, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, and verse 5.
Read.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
The Most High say he has taught us statutes and judgments. Read.
Even as the Most High, my power, commanded me.
At the Most High that God commanded us as a nation of people, because he gave the law, statute, commandments to Moses, and he gave it to the Israelites, who we are. Okay, read.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
And we should do so wherever the land we go to possess it. Okay, we've been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and wherever we are, we're supposed to keep the law, statute, commandments as a nation of people. Okay, the word endure forever. Okay, there's no breach in the word forever. Read.
Keep therefore and do them.
Do what?
Keep therefore and do them.
Keep therefore and do them. Okay, do is an action word. Okay, we're supposed to apply the law, statute, commandments. Read.
For this is your wisdom.
For this is your what?
Is your wisdom.
This is your wisdom. Read.
And your understanding.
And your understanding. Read.
In the sight of the nations.
In the sight of the nations. In the sight of these Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Africans, the East Indians. Okay, they run these neighborhoods. Okay, the little corner shops. This will look at us with respect and understanding. But we over here supplying and going to their businesses, making them rich, and they're taking their money back to their neighborhoods. Okay? They don't care nothing about you. They set up shop in your neighborhood and go back to the suburbs somewhere. Or send the money to their children, send them to college and what's not. You understand? We're supposed to teach this word to our children. All right? Let me get Deuteronomy 6 and verse 7. All right? This is a continual thing we're supposed to do throughout our generation as a nation of people. But we let people give us hearsay, and then we deny the Bible. We deny the word. Oh, it's the white man's book. The white man wrote that. Okay? What book that no man hasn't written? That's foolishness, man. Bring it out, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 7.
Read.
And thou shalt teach them diligently.
And we should teach them diligently. Read.
Unto thy children.
Unto thy who?
Unto thy children.
Unto thy children, read.
And shall talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
And we should talk of the law, statute, commandments to our children when you're in your house. Okay? When you're in your crib. All right? Read.
And when thou walkest by the way.
And when you walk is by the way. You're supposed to have the laws throughout the hallways. Okay? In the kitchen. All right? In the bathroom. All right? Read.
And when thou liest down.
And even when you lie down. Okay? Read.
And when thou risest up.
When you even rise up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Get the Most High Yah his praise. You understand? He gave you the breath of life. Read.
And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand.
And we should bind this word upon our hand. Read.
And they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house and on thy gates.
And on thy gates. You understand? We're supposed to keep the law, statute, commandments as a nation of people. Because we are the Most High God's chosen seed. All right? Let me get Isaiah 44:1. All right? We are the chosen people of the Most High God, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of Indian descent. Okay? We are living in the last days, and it's high time to wake up, to come back to who we were as a nation of people so we can rule this world in righteousness. All right? Read.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 44 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant.
My what?
My servant.
My servant. We are the servants of the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashim Mashak Yahweh Shai. Read.
And Israel.
And who?
And Israel.
And Israel, Yasharella. Read.
Whom I have chosen.
Whom I have chosen. He have chosen you, so-called African Americans. Okay? You so-called Hispanics of Indian descent. Okay? We are the chosen people of the Most High God. Read.
Thus saith the Most High that made thee.
That made thee. Read.
And formed thee from the womb.
And he have formed us from the womb. All right? Let me get Psalms 100 and verse 3. Okay? The Most High made us as a nation of people. He made us to be kings and princes on this earth. Not to be walking to and fro, selling drugs to one another, hustling on the block. Okay? You only got two options. You got the jail or you got the 6 feet under the ground. That's the only options you got. Okay? Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 100 and verse 3.
Read.
Know ye that the Most High is the power?
Don't you know Most High God, he is the power of Yahweh? Read.
It is he that hath made us.
It is he that hath made us. Read.
And not we ourselves.
And we didn't make ourselves. Read.
We are his people.
We are his people. The word his is a possessive pronoun. Okay, it means ownership. Read.
And the sheep of his pasture.
And we are the sheep of his pasture. Okay? Read.
Enter into his gates with thanksgiving.
It said enter into his gates with thanksgiving. Okay, we're supposed to be proud as a nation of people. Like I said, these nations are supposed to look up to us, not the other way around. Now we're going into their businesses, making them rich, making them money. Where's the businesses in the hood? Where they at? Because we don't got that. Because we decided to break the law, statute, commandments that were given to us. All right, let me get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. Okay, this scripture I'm about to bring out is what's supposed to happen to us as a nation of people if we would have hearkened to the word, if we would have listened to the law, statute, commandment that were given to us through Moses. Okay, by the Most High Yahweh. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Bring it out, King.
And it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass. Read.
If thou shalt hearken diligently.
If we would have hearkened, we would have listened or hear diligently. Read.
Unto the voice of the Most High thy power.
No, the voice of the white man.
Unto the voice of the Most High thy power.
Unto the voice of the Most High God. Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Which he commanded this day. Read.
That the Most High thy power will set thee on high.
And he will set us on high as a nation of people. Okay. We would be the ones living in Dubai. Okay. Instead of these heathens Bring it out.
Above all nations.
No, below nations.
Above all nations.
We'll be above all these nations, read.
Of the earth.
The earth, all right? Because we are special in the Most High God's eyes. All right, let me get Deuteronomy 76. All right, these people walking to and fro, they don't know that they're the chosen seed of the Most High God. Because we've been miseducated as a nation of people. Ever since we got over here, we don't even know who we are. We don't even know we got enemies. All right, bring it out, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Right.
For thou art an holy people.
The Most High God said we are holy people, we are separate. Okay, we're not supposed to join hand in hand with these nations, marching up and down the street. Read.
Unto the Most High thy power.
Unto the Most High Yahweh, read.
The Most High thy power hath chosen thee.
He have chosen us. Just like I said, Isaiah 44:1, we're a chosen people, read.
To be a special people.
To be a special people. We are special. Okay, you people across the street, you are special in the eyes of the Most High God. All right? It's high time to wake out of sleep to come back to the law, statute, commandment that are given to us. Read.
Unto himself.
Unto himself, read.
Above all people.
Above all people, read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
We are above all these people upon the face of the earth. Okay, we were given law, statute, commandments, all right? Let me get Psalms 147 and 19. Okay? This Bible is not for everybody. It's not all-inclusive. Okay? People get the wrong concept of John 3:16. They think it's all-inclusive, talking about everybody. Okay? Bring it out, King.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
No, he showed the word to the Jebusites.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
No, he showed the word to the Hittites.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
To the Girgasites.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
Edom.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
Unto Jacob, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, you are Jacob. Read.
His statutes.
His what?
His statutes.
His statutes, read.
And his judgments.
And his judgments, read.
Unto Israel.
Unto who?
Unto Israel.
To Israel. You are the true Israelites of the Bible. Okay? You are the Most High God's chosen people. Okay? Let me get Romans 13:11, man. Because our people are walking dead, man. They're asleep. You know what I'm saying? You got people walking around with the pants hanging down, boxers showing. You bugged out. What's wrong with our peoples, man? What's going on, man? Come across the street. You want to hear the word of the Most High? You want to hear the word? You know the word. Well, come on. Bring it out, King.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
And that, knowing the time.
And that, knowing the time. You hear this? Read.
That now it is high time.
Said that now that it is high time, not tomorrow. Read.
To awake.
To what?
To awake.
To awake. Our people are dead asleep. They sleep. Read.
Out of sleep.
Out of sleep. Okay. Let me get Ephesians 5 and 14. All right. It's time for us to wake up as a nation of people, man. Okay. It's time to let these nations run over us as a nation of people. We need to be on top. But that's not going to happen until we change as a nation of people. All right. Bring it up.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 14. Wherefore he saith, awake, thou...
Say it again.
Wherefore he saith, awake, thou that sleepest.
Thou that who?
Thou that sleepest.
Said, thou that sleepest. Okay, all people sleep. All right, read.
And arise from the dead.
And arise from the dead. It's nothing but, what, zombies walking to and fro, man. Okay? All people don't know who they are. It's high time to come back to the law, statute, commandments so you can know who you are. Come back to your nationality. Okay? Come back to our tradition. Come back to our custom as a nation of people. Come back to adorn ourselves with modest apparel for the females. All right? And our fringes and borders are blue. Come back to the high holy days, the feast days, the Hanukkah, the tabernacles. Okay? The feast of unleavened bread. Okay? Our people wasn't taught that. We've been taught Christmases. And then we got this wicked Halloween coming up. Our people are going to be quick to jump in that. All right? That's not our custom as a nation of people. All right? Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. All right? We start at 46. All right? It's high time to wake out of sleep, man. And we got to come back to who we are as a nation of people. All right?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46.
Right?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
And these curses are going to be upon us as a sign. Okay, to let us know what we're going through as a nation of people, that we failed the Most High God. Okay? We decided not to hearken to his commandments. Read.
And for a wonder,
And for a wonder, these nations look at us as a wonder, like, man, these supposed to be the chosen people, the Most High God. Look how they act. Look how they dress. Look at the females walking around with different color, rainbow color hair. How they supposed to be the chosen people, the Most High God, and they dress like that? Read.
and upon thy seed forever.
And it's going to be upon your children forever. Okay, this is a generational curse. Where we want to break out of that. All right, read.
Because thou servest not the Most High thy power with joyfulness.
Because we don't want to serve the Most High God with joyfulness, read.
And with gladness of heart.
And of gladness of mind, read.
For the abundance of all things.
No, for the abundance of some things.
For the abundance of all things.
For the abundance of all things, the Most High God gave us everything we needed. We didn't have a want for need for anything, read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Most High shall send against thee.
And the Most High sent these nations against us, okay? You got Allah Akbar, these corner stores, you think that's your friend. He over here selling you pork, and you don't even eat pork, all right? Read.
In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
In hunger, when you want to go to these grocery stores, okay? When you want to get McDonald's, okay? Chick-fil-A, read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst, when you want to drink the water, you want to pay for water, all right? Read.
And in nakedness.
And the nakedness and the clothes that you're wearing, okay? The Gucci, the Fendi, okay? All these nations creating all these fashions, okay? Read.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. When you want a mortgage, you want a loan, okay? You want a school loan. When you want to buy a house, a car, okay? Get your driver license, your fishing license. We have to go to these nations for these things. We don't own none of these things because we don't run the earth as a nation of people. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon our neck. We the only nation of people that been through slavery that had yokes of iron upon our necks. All right. And now that yoke of iron is a mental thing now for us. Okay. We still had that slave mentality as a nation of people. We haven't changed. Read.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed us as a nation of people. Hosea 4:6. And how are we destroyed? All right. I'm about to bring out the scripture on how we are destroyed as a nation of people. We still walking around calling ourselves black. Okay, that's the color of our doggone crayon box. I mean, come on. We got black shirts, black shoes, black socks. Okay, that doesn't tell us anything about who we are as a nation of people. All right, it doesn't give you your nationality, your heritage. Bring it out, King.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Read.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
It says my people. They go to that word my. Okay, it's a possessive pronoun. It means ownership. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
And we rejected his knowledge. We rejected his word. We walk to and fro. Okay? Not inquiring why are we out here. But this is not the norm for the hood. Seeing a bunch of brothers grouped together having one mind. Okay? We're not out here selling drugs, allegedly. Okay? We're not out here trying to shoot anybody, fighting over turf over a block. That's foolishness, man. Read.
I will also reject thee.
And the Most High God said he's going to reject us as a nation of people. Okay? People are here praying, hoping I don't get killed, hoping I don't get shot. The Most High God don't hear that. Let me get John 9:31. All right? He's not hearing those prayers because you're not keeping the law, statute, commandment that were given to us. All right? Let me get the book of John, chapter 9, verse 31, King. All right? Our people need to wake up, come back to who we were as a nation of people so we can rule this earth in righteousness. Bring it up.
The book of John, chapter 9 and verse 31.
Bring it up.
Now we know that the Most High heareth not sinners.
He said, now we know that the Most High God heareth not sinners. Okay? He's not hearing the prayers of these people out in these church houses. Running around, cooning, flipping all over the floor. What kind of nonsense is that, man? And this is like every Sunday. What's wrong with our people, man? It's like, don't you know the difference between what's wrong and what's right? Okay? It's like a generational curse for our people, man. That's like some slavery stuff. We need to break out of that and come back to the law, statute, commandments that were given to us. All right? Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 43. All right? Like I said, we will be wise in front of these nations of people, and they will look at us as such, but they don't look at us that way. You know what I'm saying? They look at us as thugs, drug dealers. Okay? All we want to do is be rappers and basketball players, entertainers. Okay? We're more than that. We're the chosen people of the Most High God. And it's high time we come back to that and come back to our nationality, come back to who we were as a nation of people. Bring it out, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 43.
Read.
The stranger,
The who?
the stranger,
The Arabs.
the stranger,
The Chinese.
the stranger,
The Japanese.
the stranger
Read.
that is within thee
That is within us. They're within these hoods. Read.
shall get up above thee very high.
And they're above us very high. We have to come to them for the want of things. And it shouldn't be that way. It should be the other way around. Read.
And thou shalt come down very low.
We shall come down very low as a nation of people. We selling drugs to one another. Okay. Women prostituting themselves. Dressing unmodestly. Okay. A while back, they had this a female sitting right here by this pole, you know what I'm saying, doing crack. Like it's nothing. That's like the norm to her, you know what I'm saying? And she don't feel no type of way. And that's crazy. And that's what's wrong with us as a nation of people. We've been subjugated to the ways of America, the philosophies. Okay? Read.
Verse 44. Oh, no, 43.
Uh-huh.
And thou shalt come down very low.
We shall come down very low as a nation of people. We calling ourselves blacks, African American, Negroes. How many times your nationality is going to change over the years and you're not going to question it? Okay, you're just going to accept anything the white man gives you. Oh, okay, I'm Negro this time. Okay, next year I'm going to be Black American or African American. How many times is it going to change? You ask any of these other nations where they're from, they're going to tell you where they're from, their culture. Okay? Read. I think that's about it. All right? Let me get a 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 11. All right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American of Indian descent, we are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of. It's time for us to come back to our nationality, come back to who we are as a nation of people. Okay? Come back to our tradition, come back to our high holy days, which were given to us. Okay? Stop celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, New Year's. Okay? You're not going to find none of those days written in the scriptures. Okay? Read.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Read.
Finally,
read.
brethren, farewell.
Farewell.
Be perfect.
Be perfect. The Most High God said, be perfect. Read.
Be of good comfort.
And be of good comfort as a nation of people. Read.
Be of one mind.
And be of one mind. All right, read.
Live in peace.
It said live in peace. Read.
And the Most High of love and peace shall be with you.
And peace shall be with you. I just want to say shalom to the nation of Israel and nobody else. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.